Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Siti Nurul Iman and together with my teammates, we will be present on the theme of responsible consumption and production. Today we will focus on one of the most pressing challenges in our modern digital era, the improper disposal of gadgets. Have you ever wondered what happens to our old gadgets after we throw it away? Most of us don't. We upgrade, toss and move on. But every time we toss away our old smartphone or laptop, we are not just freeing up space. We are possibly handing over a ticking health risk to someone else. According to the WHO, more than 1,000 different toxic substances can be released when electronic waste is recycled unsafely. Every year, millions of smartphones, laptops, and gadgets are replaced. While technology empowers us, our disposal habits tell another story, one of carelessness, lack of awareness, and unsustainable consumption, especially e-waste. In 2022 alone, the world generated an estimated 62 million tons of e-waste, yet less than a quarter was properly documented, collected, and recycled. The challenge we face today is not just the amount of e-waste, but its improper disposal. When gadgets are dumped in landfills or handled without care, they release toxic substances like cadmium, arsenic, lead, mercury, chromium, and many more. These toxins contaminate water sources, enter the food chain, and most dangerously, affect the health of people who sort, burn, or dismantle these gadgets without any protection. This exposure can lead to respiratory diseases, neurological damage, and lifelong health problems. A study in Thailand, for instance, found significantly elevated levels of lead and cadmium in the urine of e-waste workers, linked to central nervous system symptoms, skin disorders, and more. So in short, improper gadget disposal isn't just an environmental issue, it's a serious public health threat. So to break this cycle, we need more than just good intentions. We need to protect those who handle e-waste. At every recycling drive or collection event, we must encourage the use of protective gear, simple items like gloves, masks, and even respirators. Cases from Chulalongkorn University found that workers who wore masks and gloves had lower blood levels of lead and cadmium compared to those who did not. This provides direct evidence that using PPE in informal dismantling settings can reduce internal toxic metal burden and keeps our volunteers and workers safe. So in the end, our old gadgets might seem harmless in our drawer, but let's make sure it doesn't become someone else's poison. Let's share what we know and protect the people who handle our waste. Our old firm may be small, but our actions can create a safer, cleaner, and more responsible world. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Fatihah. Every year, the world produces over 50 million tons of electronic waste according to the United Nations University Global E-Waste Monitor 2020. That's more than the weight of every commercial airplane ever built. On our university campus, students contribute to this problem without even noticing. Old phones, broken chargers, and slow laptops often get tossed into regular trash bin even though they contain harmful material. We rely on technology every day. We upgrade our phone, replace damaged earbuds, and switch to the new gadget when the old one slow down. But when a device stops working, many of us throw it away without thinking about what happened next. The WHO warns that e-waste contains toxic substances such as lead, mercury, and cadmium chemicals that can leak into soil and water when dumped in landfill. Over time, these toxins enter plants, animals, and even our own bodies, causing neurological damage and respiratory issues. If we ignore this, the problem will only grow. Technology is evolving faster than ever, and universities generate a significant amount of e-waste each year. The United Nations Environment Programme has stated that electronic waste is one of the fastest growing environmental threats worldwide. This is not just an ecological issue, it is also a public health risk. To respond to this challenge, I propose a student-led gadget repair and revival program. Instead of throwing electronics away, students can bring them to monthly repair workshop run by trained volunteers. This workshop teach simple, practical repair skills, how to fix charging ports, replace batteries, repair cables, and upgrade older devices. By extending the life of our gadgets, we reduce waste and develop valuable hand-on skill. In addition to repair workshop, we can encourage students to make more sustainable gadget choices. Many tech companies now offer tech-back programs or use recyclable and and modular components. By raising awareness about this option through campus campaign, we help students choose devices that last longer and create less pollution. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, repairable and recyclable products significantly reduce hazardous waste. This solution benefits everyone. Students save money and become more informed consumers. The university reduce unnecessary waste, and the environment become cleaner and safer as fewer toxic materials enter our ecosystem. By changing how we treat our devices, we shift from being part of the e-waste problem to becoming part of the solution. So today, I encourage every student to take one small step. Before throwing away an old gadget, bring it to our repair workshop and give it a second life. And when purchasing your next device, choose product designed for repair and responsible recycling. With small, consistent action, we can build a culture of responsible consumption and help protect our planet for the future. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Syakira Hazwa Binti Zairosezary. Have you ever opened a drawer and found out one or two old phones you no longer use but still can throw away? Now imagine billions of people doing the same. This reflects a major issue today, the short lifespan of modern gadgets. Many smartphones, tablets, and laptops are replaced long before they start working, leading to unnecessary waste. Fast software updates, limited repairability, battery degradation, and consumer trend all encourage frequent upgrading. As a result, devices that could still function for years are discarded prematurely. This rapid turnover significantly accelerates the global e-waste crisis. According to the United Nations Global E-Waste Monitor, GEM, the world generated 62 million tons of electronic waste in 2023, making it the fastest growing solid waste stream on the planet. Even more alarming, the report highlights that the global e-waste generation is increasing 5 times faster than the rate at which e-waste is being properly collected and recycled. This widening gap shows how short gadget lifespans are overwhelming current recycle system and pushing the world toward an unsustainable electronic waste trajectory. To address this challenge, one effective approach is the implementation of device exchange and donation program. Instead of throwing away or storing old gadgets, consumers can return them through organized trade-in system or community donation initiative. This allows functional devices to re-enter the economy rather than becoming waste. A study specifically discussed the effectiveness of monetary incentive as a key driver for encouraging consumers to stop storing unused devices and return them for reuse or recycling. Offering reward increased participation because it transforms recycling into something more meaningful and beneficial. When users receive money or stock credit, returning a device becomes a valuable person choice, not just an environmental one. This incentive also builds trust, which is important because many consumers hesitate to hand over devices containing their personal data or sentimental value. Once collected, devices that are still functional can be refurbished and redirected to groups who need them. Donation programs play a crucial role here. Many students, especially from low-income and rural communities, struggle to access digital tools for learning. A refurbished laptop or tablet can help bridge the digital divide and support education. In summary, the root challenge is the short operational lifespan of the gadget, but the solution lies in engaging people through device exchange and donation programs, supported by attractive reward. By encouraging users to return their old device, we are not only extend the life of electronics, but we also support communities in need. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Athirah Binti Zaiddy. Let me start with something simple. How many of us have at least one spot cable, broken earphone, or old power bank sitting somewhere in our drawer right now? We keep them because we don't know where to throw them. And honestly, we don't want to feel guilty for throwing them in the normal dustbin either. This brings us to the challenge our campus is currently facing, which is lack of proper e-waste collection points. Many students actually want to dispose of their electronic waste correctly, but they don't know how and they don't know where. And on top of that, the few recycling points that do exist are either too far, not labeled, or they simply go unnoticed. According to the Global E-Waste Monitor 2024, only 22% of global e-waste is recycled properly.
which means the majority ends up polluting the environment mainly due to lack of convenient collection points. Because of this, something more serious is happening in the background. Most of this e-waste ends up being thrown into general trash bins and eventually into landfills. When electronics are dumped like ordinary rubbish, toxic substances like lead and mercury leak into the environment. At the same time, valuable materials such as copper, plastic, and aluminium are wasted when they could have been recovered and reused. This not only harms the environment, but it also slows down our university's sustainability goals. In other words, we are losing resources, harming the environment, and missing opportunities, all because of something as simple as not having convenient disposal points. To solve this, our group proposes a system that makes e-waste disposal easy, visible, and rewarding for students. First, we will work with authorized e-waste recycling companies who will collect and process all electronic waste safely and regularly. This ensures that every piece of e-waste is handled professionally and does not end up harming the environment. Next, we will introduce clearly marked e-waste collection bins around campus. These bins will be placed in high traffic areas such as libraries, hostels, and cafeterias. With proper labels and icons, students will immediately know which items can be thrown inside. For bigger devices, we will also provide an official drop-off station managed by our recycling partner. To encourage participation, we plan to introduce a reward system. Students who recycle can earn points, vouchers, or even small cash rewards depending on the item. For example, dropping off an old phone or keyboard could earn a student a cushion voucher, while smaller items earn points that can be redeemed for printing credit, food coupons, or even monthly lucky draw entries. This turns recycling into a daily habit instead of a burden. With proper disposal points and a reward system, we can turn e-waste from a campus problem into a campus opportunity. But having the bins and rewards is only one of our plans. To explain about another plan, I will now pass the presentation to our next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Athirah. So, hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Shariffah Arina Binti Razali. So, let me begin with a simple question. How many of us have thrown away a gadget without knowing what happens to it next? So, most of us assume that once an old phone is dropped into a bin, the problem disappears. But this gap in understanding is a primary reason why e-waste recycling rates are so low. So now, I will explain why limited knowledge about e-waste recycling process is an issue for us and how we can manage to solve this problem. So right now, students don't know how e-waste is really processed or if their devices are truly recycled. This lack of transparency breeds skepticism, leading to questions like, is recycling even effective? This isn't just a feeling, it's a documented barrier. According to the World Economic Forum's 2019 report, a new circular vision for electronics public accessibility is a major obstacle to increasing e-waste recycling. This doubt has a massive cost. The United Nations Global E-Waste Monitor 2020 reports that a record of 53.6 million metric tons of e-waste was generated globally, yet only 17.4% was documented as properly collected and recycled. So when we don't recycle, we lose valuable materials like gold, copper, and rare earth metals. So, to bridge this knowledge gap, we propose a simple, practical, and engaging solution, which is an e-waste transparency seminar and a workshop on campus. So, we will partner with a certified recyclers to bring the process directly to you. This means there will be a live demonstration of how gadgets are safely dismantled. And not only that, we will give you a simple simulation showing how materials are separated. And not to mention, a hands-on activity where you can safely try sorting e-waste components. This initiative also directly supports United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 12 on responsible consumption and production, which calls for raising public awareness. By seeing the process up close, we replace skepticism with trust and turn an abstract concept into a real meaningful action. So here's what we need to make this happen. First, I'm asking the University Sustainability Office of UKM to officially endorse this program and provide a small seed of fund, which is 6,000 ringgit to launch our first flagship seminar. And second, I'm asking the Students' Sustainability Council to form a committee to organize this event next semester. And finally, we encourage all students and campus community members to participate in this seminar and become informed consumers. Once students truly understand how e-waste is recycled, they are far more likely to take action, choose responsible disposal methods, and support sustainability initiatives on campus. Because knowledge creates awareness, and awareness leads to change. And that is all from us. Thank you.